Let's see. We trying to get Lyrick on here. Boom. We invited him. So excited. We starting in just a minute, family. Yeah. Alright. I'm trying to get Lyrick on here. Let me see what man that. I sent him a request, y'all. Where he at? I sent Lyrick an invite to join us so we can go ahead and get this chat started. I hope everybody is having an abundant day. I'm low-key tired, and so I'm excited to be having this Reiki chat because this is going to just revitalize me. Talking about Reiki is always a beautiful endeavor, man. It's always beautiful. So we gonna give Lyrick like 2 more minutes. See what this man at. Let's see. Uh-oh. There he goes.
So look, I had to join on my phone because my desktop is tripping.
Gosh.
Hold on right quick, baby. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Perfect. Look, I'm still logged in. Okay, let me exit out of that. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you? I'm so excited to see you. Scoot back. I can only see like your nose down.
Can you see me?
Can you see the whole thing of me?
I can see all of you.
Yeah, so yeah, you gotta scoot it on back. Scoot me back, boo.
Let me see. I'm all the way. I can see my full self. Can you see me?
Okay, now, right there. Yeah.
Okay,
Put your arm all the way extended. Prop me up, man.
Hold on. I have you high. I can see you. I can see me too.
Okay, yes, I can see you now. It's great. Look at you with that fresh haircut, boy.
No, I had to do a little something. I'm gonna go back to my dreads later on, my locks. But yeah, I had to cut it out for a minute.
Yeah, you're looking beautiful. So how you feeling?
I feel amazing, especially ever since my session with you. Like, my life has really, really honestly changed. My whole life has changed. Just energy, I've shifted. I knew the moment that I linked with you that my life would not be the same. And it really hasn't.
That's what I love to hear, man. I really feel like the more I've come into my purpose, I've began to self-identify as being the sun. And so it's just always beautiful to know that where I go and shine light, that it's actually impactful. And so that's beautiful to hear.
Baby, I'm ready to get into it.
Okay. He said, I'm ready. Okay. So let's just go on bust it down. So my first question is, like, what was your expectations before receiving the Reiki session, or had you had a Reiki session before?
That was my first one. And automatically I knew something was going to be different. So that whole day I meditated. I got my mind right because something was just like in me, just protect her energy as well. And I literally cleansed myself. I got prepared because I knew the moment that I got into that session that things were going to shift. And I knew the areas I needed some assistance with. So when you did the session and you got to certain areas of my body, and yeah, we'll get into that because I don't want to reveal too much yet. But it was powerful. I expected greatness, and I got exactly that. I got
I love it. So before your session, because you were saying you knew something was going to be different, and so you were preparing in that manner. Did you have, was it like, yo, I'm about to level up, or is it like, yo, I'm about to have a breakthrough, or like what could you say?
Because it was really both, because it was more like I needed this breakthrough for my next level up.
Ooh, okay.
And I knew that things were going to shift because I had been prepared for something greater, like greater opportunities, and I felt it. And when you reached out and said that I won that, I was like, that's the universe.
And
That
you
is
know, that
the
was
universe.
crazy too, right? And we fast forward and we rewind a little bit because we have been connecting socially for a
Yeah.
minute. We
Yeah.
had felt the vibe. And so when I had did that giveaway and I'm reading through the names, I was like, okay, Ricky Nickelberry won. And I went to the email. I said, ah, shit, that's Lyric. And so it was really great. It was really like,
Yeah.
oh, we've been trying to manifest this,
Yeah.
and look how it just kind of popped up.
That's how I knew. I knew it was divine, like it was divine. And I knew that your energy that you give online would be the same energy that I got when I met. And baby, it was consistent.
Facts. Facts. So were you aware of like how you felt maybe physically and emotionally before your session? Or really shit, if you know the four areas of existence that we talk about in the session is your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual.
Yes.
And so were you aware of any of those before you went into the session?
Yeah, I was really open because like I said, I had prepared that day for a lot. And Spirit was downloading some things, you know, let me know some areas that I needed to work on. And I knew that those areas were going to be pulled on. But something Spirit was telling me was like, it's okay. You can be comfortable in her energy. It's all right. So
Facts.
I felt like I didn't have to have any walls up. I felt like I just felt like I could just express all of me in front of you and without any worries. And I knew where I was. I knew where I was spiritually. I knew where I was emotionally. I kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I was freaked out. I was a little scared.
Why you say that? Why make you say that?
I was so nervous because I knew that after this session, the session that I had with you, I was going to be held responsible.
Ooh, come on, accountability.
I
Come
knew I
on.
felt responsible to do what I was supposed to do because everything was lining up for it. It was like everything's lined up. You have no more excuses. Spirit, my spirit is really, you know, it's no bullshit with me.
Mm.
Like spirit is it's no bullshit.
You see, and it's interesting that you say that because I posted in my women's group today that one of the things that Pattern was telling me was that sometimes people kind of might project an image or something onto me, but it's the mysterious quality that's inspiring. And so I've had to accept that, like, yo, I may come into people's lives to shine or jumpstart that energy to propel them to
Yeah.
like where they need to go and
Yeah.
to just get that engine revved up. And it's like, oh wow, and it's interesting that you say that because I'm saying that because seeing just official with Lyric Music, like that shit is amazing. The graphics, the quality, it's like, boy, this man out
You
here.
were a part of that shift though. You were a big part. And if I've never thanked you, I want to take this time out to thank you because people don't understand that. That was scary for me, you know, and Spirit kept telling me you got everything that you need to be everything that you want to be, the best version of you. It's time for you to tap into it. You can do it, you can do it. And being around you, I felt it was so crazy because in your presence, I felt like held accountable just in your presence. Like I felt held accountable and I was like, this is beautiful. And I just knew from the moment I walked in that room, from your energy to mine, it just seemed like everything just flowed. Like just like I knew that I was gonna be held accountable, baby.
Even thinking about it, like in your journey and how you prepared for the session, it definitely reflected because I remember expressing like, yo, none of your chakras felt too off. You just needed someone to hold space so you could do your work. You can continue to build your momentum. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened. Because
Yeah.
like after the session, your shit was in alignment and you boom, boom, goddamn.
But shoot, yeah, I mean, I was looking and I'm like, look what's happening. The universe is preparing everything. Like, you have no more excuses. Like, go after it, King. And you know what I'm saying? It was just after that experience with you to be, what people don't understand is that was a gift for me, not only the session, but to be able to be aligned to where I needed to be in your presence. Because it was like the universe had, like I had did the work. That was my reward.
Yeah. Oh, come on, sauce. Yeah. It's like, come on, come over here to Guruji. Let her take care of you.
Yes,
Go
let's
ahead.
go to
You
the
know what
next level.
I'm saying? I love it. I love it. So what would you say was like the most intense sensation that you remember feeling in your body?
My God. So it was the lower chakras. Like when you got to lower chakras, it was weird because I didn't know how to explain it. But you remember, I was like, it felt like my body didn't want to take the energy. But what you did was you explained to me, I just didn't have room. Like I had to make room for that energy. And when you got down to, I think it was it the sacral chakra? When you got to like the lower chakras, like I felt like, oh my God, like energy pulsating up my spinal cord. Like it was just pulsating up. And you did something, I don't know if you even noticed what you did, but you did something with your hands and it's like it kind of released
Mm.
the energy
Normally
up.
at the end when we cleanse and we pull that energy
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
energy. Yeah. And it's like one of the cool things about Reiki sessions is that it's a shared experience.
Yes.
So normally, whatever you feel, I feel. And the cool part about it is that it shows up in our experience in our actual suits differently.
Yes.
So when you would describe certain sensations,
Mhm.
mine would sound different, but we would be like, oh, that was the same thing. Facts. And then even going back to that, what I was expressing is that that's one of the things that we oftentimes forget that like
Yes.
when we want to change inwardly, right? We
Mhm.
do all of the work internally to
Yes.
create this new narrative and create space for ourselves, but we still have to make that physically, right? And so if your hips are tight or if your hamstrings, your quads, if your lower body muscles are tight, but you're making energy or you're making
Mhm.
space energetically, that
Yes.
energy doesn't always have places to go. And so it does kind of feel sometimes tight or uncomfortable, or like the energy doesn't want to
Yep.
adhere to where you're
Mhm.
trying to put it.
Because you left me with gems like the meditation that you had me do, as far as I can't remember the name of it, but I do it every morning now.
We
I
did
do
the
it every
full
rising.
Yeah.
I do that every rising now. Like literally just to prepare myself, and I can tell the difference. I can tell the difference.
I love it. I love it. And this is just really great for me too to see how Reiki is not just like a one-off type session,
Yes.
right? It does not have to be, because
Mm-hmm.
you can do Reiki to yourself. And so being able to learn or just like use those gems that I
Yeah.
do provide after the session to tend to your chakras is a
Mm-hmm.
really cool and easy way to maintain momentum.
Yeah. Cause I took it, I was like, after that, I was like, yeah, that was one. It was crazy how the exercise that you had prepared was kind of it was on the same length of me. You know what I was saying earlier, I was like, man, I just like, it felt like the energy didn't have anywhere to go. You had already had that set up. I was like, okay, so universe, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna use that every day.
And so that was the really cool part too, because you came for the Reiki session, but then afterwards you were
Yes.
my helper in the breathing session. So you did get to get stretching and breathing, and
Yeah.
so
I did.
you got chopped up with that Guruji love, man. I hit you with all aspects.
You gave, and then you left me, so
Look, don't be like that.
okay, cool, what I got.
I love it. I love it. So, boom, my last question is,
Yes.
what is like one major takeaway that you remember from your Reiki session that you've still been able to apply to your everyday life?
I'm gonna tell you, letting people in.
Come on now.
Was even, it was just, I don't know, it was more than just the Reiki session. I had trouble with letting people in. And Spirit kept telling me, it's okay, it's all right, like it's all right, like you're gonna be okay. And when I got in the room and I finally got in your presence, it was like, Ricky, you've been panicking for no reason, like it's okay to let people in. Spirit was like, it's all right, like I'm gonna guide you to the right people. I learned the biggest lesson because I could have missed out on one of the most amazing people if I did not go. And I'm glad that I did not miss out on you. and meeting you and connecting with you, because you, when I tell you, you and Felicia have been, man, like anchors for me. Y'all have been beautiful. Y'all are beautiful individuals, and I'm glad I let you guys in, because I had problems with that.
That's the word right there. When you don't let people in, you might be blocking a blessing.
Very true. Very true. And I would have blocked one of my closest friends.
Yes.
I love you.
Look, we gonna pop up one day married with kids, and we gonna shock them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They ain't ready for it. They ain't ready for it.
They ain't ready for it. And so Fee is on here watching too. So Fee, we both appreciate you very much.
Yes. So and you gotta get ready to be on to kick it with Lyric Official Show. Be prepared.
Just like me. Say me. Me. You know I'm ready for that. I saw the setup and everything. I'm like, this is really official.
Thank you, baby. I put in work in that thing. I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right.
You feel me? I need to go get some tips. You feel me?
I got you, baby.
My content, that aura going, because you got it.
I got you, baby.
Yeah, so absolutely. I appreciate you so much for joining me. I've had a pleasure. This has been amazing.
And I love you. I love you. Hurry up and get back, or I need to come to you something.
Come on out here. Come on. The sun popping, the palm trees. They got electric bikes and shit out here, man.
That's what I need.
Come on. We don't got squirrels. We got lizards, man. It's amazing. You'll see a little gecko running across the sidewalk, boy. That thing is lit. So, yeah, come visit me, boo.
I will. All right.
I love you, and I will talk to you soon.
Love you too. Definitely. Much
All
love.
Right.